Hi, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about another table. So the table mock shell represent looks like this one. So here we're going to talk about subject disposition by treatment, safety population. So here we have to get the filter rate for the safety population. Then we have to know that. So here we have the four columns. So here we have population, then drug A and drug B, and all. So in the population, we are considering subject actual treatment not equal to missing. So randomized subjects, withdrawn subject, adverse event, last to follow, withdrawal. So display all reasons. So what are the reasons the subject has uh, left from the treatment? So this is the reporting we have to do, and here we'll be having some header part. So here we will this is in the left side alignment, and this one will be the center alignment. And I see there is no footnote, and if there is any footnote you can able to add at the end of the program. I'll show you what does that mean. So here we are trying to reset the previous any log or any outputs are there. So we are trying to and all the programming activities are we are logging here in the lab table to log. In case if you find any errors, the Jupyter will be shown automatically, will be here, and then you can even that error will be recorded in this log. Okay, so here we are importing all the libraries as per the requirement for this the program to execute, and we have also providing the Adam path to get the Adam data sets. Okay, so here we are importing the pandas pirate stat and OS. So the pirate stat is used for this one to import the SAS7 BDAT into the Python environment. Okay, so let me continue Adam dataset. So this is a class and objects we have created and will be using for all the ADSL Adam dataset to import into the Python environment. So this is a similar kind of programming what we did in the previous class. Okay, so here will be Adam dataset. We are considering only ADSL. So in this mock shell we'll be having all these related reasons, and the drug related information will be we getting from the ADSL only. Okay, so next one we are filtering out, and we are creating the new data set called ADSL safety. In the ADSL we will be having the TRT01, there should not be any NA, and as well as there should not be missing. Then after that, and safety population flag equal to Y, because we are considering the safety population equal to Y. So that's one of the reason we are doing sorry, that is the main thing we have to be consider. So the flag has to be Y. Then what are we doing? We're trying to copy, we are trying to copy as ADSL all for the ADSL safety. Then we are giving TRT01A equal to all, and TRT01A and it will be the 3. So we are making all another overall record we are adding for the TRT01A, and ADSL all the data set will be created. So then ADSL combined, so we will be concatenate with the ADSL safety and ADSL all by ignoring the index true. So which means that the sequence of the records will be reassigned by ignoring the previous one. Okay, let me run this one. Okay, if I open the ADSL all, so we'll be having here. So now what I'm going to go check the TRT01A here. So in the TRT01 here you will be having all here as well as AN. So because this is ADSL all, because we are doing with ADSL all, so now we need to check ADSL combined. So when you check ADSL combined, okay, so here go here ADSL combined. So here what we do, we have to check for the TRT01A. Now you see here, so there will be the three distinct different drugs. So I mean three distinct values. So you will be having teflon 25%, placebo 25, all, and also will be the count will be the 86 for the all, and count will be the 43 for the 2, and count will be the 43 for the drug A. Okay, so this is the information get from here ADSL combined. Then we are calculating that how much count will be there for N1 and N2 and N3. We are doing the that part here. So ADSL group by TRT01A and TRT01A, and we are grouping by these TRT01A medication. Then treatment, sorry, and we are considering only the unique subject ID, and we are taking as a resetting the name as a denom. So this is the denom. So then what we're doing, the denom will be adding up to setting up the index. So for each individual TRT, we are setting up the denom, okay, to create the dictionary. So this dictionary, this is something works similar like the global macros in a SAS. Okay, so n dictionary we're giving as a 1 for the n1, and 2 will be the n2, and 3 will be the n3. So this is how we did in the previous. So once we run this one, if you check the denom, okay, let me check the denoms, or even the n dictionary. So you'll be seeing this creating these three values, one for the drug A, drug B, and the overall. Okay, so next what we're trying to do here, we are creating one function pop summary, and here also we're giving the condition, filter condition, and also the label, and then order. So the three positional parameters we have given. Then ADSL combined will be having the filter combination, so then and the data frame. So this data frame we are grouping by the TR treatment, and we are considering the unique subject ID values. Then after that, the grouped the pop in the label, and order will be the order. Okay, so these two variables are have given, then return to the group. So this is we summary in the PD connected, we are applying this proc summary here. Then ADSL combined, so this is the data set ADSL combined, and we are taking the TRT01A not equal to missing. So we are doing like filter condition here, the filter conditions TRT. So this is the TRT01 not equal. So this is similar like the macros we create, then we applying that macro here instead of creating multiple times. Okay, so and we're giving the label as a subject actual treatment, and order will be the one. And also we for randomization flag will be the same thing. So we are creating one condition, randomization flag equal to y, and the subject randomization, and end of study status is discontinued, subject withdrawn is the label for this one. Okay, so here we are considering the treatment, then randomized, and subject withdrawn. So these three we are considering. Okay, so before we let me show you the what are the reasons. Okay, so here we are considering the TRT01A. Okay, let me go check. Okay, so here what we're doing, so the TRT01A, we are giving the conditions. So as per the mock shell, so here we'll be having first three we are doing TRT01A not equal to missing, and randomization equal to flag, randomization flag equal to subjects, or randomization equal to flag equal to y, and end of study status is discontinued. So these three conditions we have applied here. So after that one, we are trying to check for the other part here. So this is the discontinuation reason. What is the discontinuation reason for those subjects? Okay, so what are the reasons why the subjects are discontinued from the study? So here what we're doing, we're taking the ADSL combined, then ADSL combined end of study status we're filtering out into equal to discontinued. And so here we're creating another data frame with by reason. So withdrawn dot group by using the three variable the grouping, then in unique subject ID will be selecting only the unique subject will be having the unique values. So after that one, we are giving the renaming for the discontinuation as a pop, like because we need to come, every pop will be coming into the one column, right? So the pop will be having into one column. So then we're also creating the order ORD will be the 4. So these three will be 1 2 3, and this will be the 4, because here in the mock shell, so this first will be order giving as 1 2 3, and these are remaining ones will be the 4. Okay, so let me run this one. Okay, so if I go and check the summary, so you see here subject actual treatment for each three different drugs, and the randomized for 3, and the withdrawn. So these three are having this, and what are the counts for those ones, we have got it. Okay, next what we're doing, or just on this part. Okay, so if you see that withdrawn, maybe the summary, so final one, so maybe we can stop this part. So here we'll be having the adverse event loss to follow up, and adverse events, all those stuff will be having here, along with the counts are missing. Okay, why this? Okay, so him I'm doing here like concatenate with both summary and with by reason, and ignore dot index will be the true, and there should not be any sequencer is resequencing of the old records. Okay, so if I check the summary part here, so now we got all this population, so you'll be having actual treatment and randomized then adverse event, so as per the mock shell. So I'll ask to follow up withdrawal by subject, so all this stuff will be having here, so along with the counts and along with each individual uh, drug. Okay, so we got order as well. So once we got this part, then we have to transpose them. Okay, so first we have to make it I'm sorry, we have to make percentage because it's asking in the percentage as well, right? So it is in the percentage and one decimal. So for that we need to for the each unique count subject ID, and under we're dividing with the denominator into 100 with one decimal and axis one for each row, and we are applying that summary and creating the new group grp column. Okay, so after this we created, okay, let me show you. I'll stop up to here and make it this summary, and if I go check the summary now, so in the summary you'll be having along with a percentage, you see, along with the percentage. Now this drug has to come on the column wise, so in the actual values has to go below that column. So for that we have to transpose them. So in the transpose, so we are using the order and pop as the index, then we're taking the TRT01A as a columns, and the values will be the group. So the group value should have to come into the TRT01A, and then we are trying to aggregate function will be the first, and the reset index. Okay, okay, so the aggregate function equal to first, basically it is resulting the pivot table will be having only the first column will be used. Okay, so then we're trying to reset the index. So when you press this part, okay, so you'll be seeing this a list of function is pass resulting pivot table will be hierarchical column where top level the function name. So the addition is passed the key aggregate and the function. So basically this function, each record will be the first record will be considering, that is the part of this function. When you're using the pivot table we have to use this part. Okay, so next so they should not, because when you're using the pandas pivot or like transposing, so you'll be having extra columns, right? I mean the column different columns, so we don't want that column, so we want the TRT01A column. So for that reason we keep it as none. Then we are doing the statistics here. There is a, okay, they should not have any statistics. I'm not sure why I'm creating this part. Okay, let me check. Okay, so I don't need this part. I just make a comment it out, and also I don't need this part, order part. And I'm removing the start pad as well because we need only the population here. Okay, then we need a drug, only 4 columns will be present, so we'll be having only 4 columns. So we're removing this order, so we're also removing this part. Okay, so here what we're doing, we just creating drug A, then /n, and here also the same thing, /n, make sure it has to go on the bottom. Okay, so /n, then the fill in a functions, if there is a missing, so we keep it as a space 0 in case if we have missing values. So for that one we keep it that part. So let me run this one. Sorry. Okay, so if I check the pivot here, pivot data frame, so you see here we'll be having the subject actuals, then randomized and withdrawn, and adverse event last to follow up, and withdrawal by subject. Okay, so these are 6 records are present, and along with their how many subjects are taken the actual treatment, and how many drug A has taken, and how many drug B has taken, and how many of them all taken, and how many subjects are withdrawn, and how many subjects are having adverse event and last to follow up. So this information for the drug A and drug B and all has given. So 2 plus 1 is 3, 1 plus 1 will be the 2. So we got our final report. Now we are going to consider giving the report into the final section. So this is the template we are using for the documents. So here we'll be having the add paragraphs COVID-19A and the protocol 043. These are the left side alignment. So as per the mock shell, we'll be having this, providing this shell. Okay, so even in the center format, the disposition, I'm just copying the title and pasting here. Then the style will be the light shading accent. So here we'll be giving the width accordingly, cell text. So we are giving the 9 points, so each, so inches, how many inches, all this have given for the both header part and the data part. Then I have given the footnote as well in the left side alignment. Okay, so each individual company, they have their own kind of template when they are reporting, so you can apply that those ones, but here for explanation I'm giving the simple light shading accent one style for this table. Okay, I run this part, then I'm going to save this final output. Okay, so here I'll be having the final output. So now we'll be having all this information: the subject, randomized, adverse event, last to follow up, withdrawal by subjects. These are the reasons why the subjects are withdrawal. And here we'll be having the title. Okay, there's something wrong. Okay, so this n, we have an issue here. This n has to come on the bottom, because when I check the mock shell, so you see the mock shell is saying n is come in the bottom. So let me fix that part. So here I already fixed this one in this program. So here I've used percentage %n. When I check the pivot, now I can able to see n equal to 43 instead of /n. Okay, so we run the for proc report now, the report of the doc for the table. Then we also run the final part. Okay, so once I run it, let me open this one. Okay, now you see have this n is coming in the bottom. So we'll be having the counts along with the percentage, and there will be the footnote. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions and comments, please let me know. Thank you.